Hello, everybody in internet world, YouTube world. It's June, your tarot queen, mouth of the South. Um, Anyways, I was watching the Tarot Twins, Dave and Gary, today earlier, and they cracked me up. They reminded me so much of me, and I will say it is super hard to stack a 78 card tarot deck. It would take a minute. So and there are some decks that are thicker than others, like this Velma versus the deck I'm going to use today. They're a lot thicker. I mean, they're the same size and height, but they're a lot thicker. So anyway, also, I want to say that this t-shirt means a lot to me. My daughter used to play volleyball, and she was very good. She was a middle hitter, and I got to be the assistant coach. And out of all the years that she played volleyball, except for when she was in the 4th grade, they won one of the tournaments. So I was very King of the Mountain tournament. I was so happy and so proud, not only of her, but myself as well. You know, I tried really hard to treat them all fairly, all the team members, because there's no I in team, unless you're looking at the a-hole. But anyway, there's no I in team unless you're talking about politics. Anyway, so I was very proud of her, and I'm wearing this t-shirt. I found it in my closet. I'm able to get in it again. Exciting, 2016. Anyway, that's before my life changed. Anyways, so a person asked me to do a reading on how America will be in 2 years out. Time frames are very difficult in tarot. One, because everybody has free will. Everybody can change. You can change your mind in any given moment. So I like to just throw some cards on the feel of America within the next couple of years. Now, I'm not going to do a spread or anything like that. I'm just going to kind of do a throw. And that's not normally my thing. I don't really do a lot of political stuff. But I'm going to try not to be colored. And, I'm very opinionated when it comes to politics. And I'm going to try very hard not to be, jaded or read anything into the cards that aren't there when I do that. I do have to say thank you to all the people who are supporting me, all the ones that are trying to help me, like Jackie, the contributions from Nan and Terry and Susan Campbell. I mean, all of these people who are contributing to my channel and my cause. And my cause, of course, is Kevin. I want to be able to be the best caregiver that I can be to him and love him and be the best wife that he could have ever married. And I want him to know that. And with all of that being said, I'm going to try to concentrate on the how America is going to be these next couple of years. So we're going to use the Mystic Dreamer deck. Can't tell whether it's reverse or not, and I do read reverse as well as straight up. I will have to put my glasses on though, because I won't be able to see. So we'll have to put some glasses on. Now I look smarter, don't I? Anyway, so here we go. How is America going to be in the next couple of years? And we'll start with springtime, since we're in springtime, and see where it goes through the winter and then into spring again. And I just saw another orb, only it didn't look like a bright orb. It looked kind of like a negative orb. Anyway, let's see. Maybe it's telling me I shouldn't do this. I don't know. But we'll see. And I'll probably do some reading for someone else as well. As, you know, I go on today. Let's see. And again, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe and help me get to 2,000. I'm still at 1,400 and some change. So help me help you, in the words of Jerry Maguire. And some people ask too why I don't drink my Sunkist from the bottle or the can. Well, they don't pay me is why. So it's in a glass. Plus I like drinking out of glass instead of plastic or tin or aluminum, whichever. So that's why my Sunkist, and I like it really cold. And I'll put it in the freezer, right? All right, America, a couple years out. America. What do we need to know about America? I am going to tell you my my suits for like winter, spring, summer, and fall. My cards or my suits for spring are wands. My cups or my my summertime suit is pentacles, and my fall is swords, and my winter is cups. Just so you know ahead of time what my time frames are as far as the seasons go. And sometimes we can use some numerology in with our tarot, which will help us talk about stuff. Okay, that's crazy. And these are not that thick of cards, so I can shuffle them pretty good. So I've been doing it a while. The stiffer ones are harder to shuffle, though. That is true. America. What else do you want to talk about in the time frame of America within the next couple of years? Oh, okay. Okay. No, there's two of them there. And you can tell these cards have been used. They're really worn. My picture's about to come off of them. I might have to buy another deck. I hope they're still in print. What else do you want to talk about with America? Them are all the cards I need for the next couple of years. If things are going the way they are going at this particular juncture. So, in other words, if he's doing drugs and he keeps doing them, chances are he's going to die. But, you know, we're going to say if the system, the government keeps going the way it's going, the system keeps going the way it's going, this will most likely be the outcome or the feeling or whatever it's talking about for the United States, America. Let's see. Is that it? Is that it? I'm going to shuffle one more time. I just might have to read the whole deck. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. We got a few cards. And we definitely have the Page of Wands, which is, what did I say earlier? Spring. Did I stack the deck? No. Not that I've been accused of it, but I probably will be someday. If I can only aspire to be twins. Anyway, Page of Wands is more of a Sagittarius type of people. They are risky people. And as we know, and this is an immature Sagittarius, they really do think they can jump off the cliff and build their wings on the way down. And sometimes when people are not thinking clearly or thinking at their best, you know, you do things you might not. You take an unnecessary risk with our money. So I think the government right now in America, springtime, which is where we're at, we just hit it, is, you know, taking some very unnecessary risk. So, and spam is calling me. I think I'm being stalked by spam. Anyway, so they're taking some unnecessary risk with our livelihood, our way of making a living, our way of doing things, which we have done for centuries. They're really taking some unnecessary risk. So, and they're going to continue this throughout the spring, I do believe. Summertime, it looks like this is a knight, this is an action card, and this is the action of Pentacles. Who knew? So, this is saying that somebody is going to step up. Crockett, maybe, Bernie, you know, somebody is going to step up and take some action where other people's money is concerned. The money that flows into the United States from other countries, from us spending our own money on products and goods that we manufacture, it's not the government's money. They're servants. They're working for us. We pay them to work for us. Somebody is going to stand up to this egotistical individual whom I think is taking a lot of unnecessary risk right now. And it's going to happen sooner than later. And this is a summertime card. So I want to say that ideals or things are being thought of right now. And in summer, they're going to spike. It's going to be, people are going to be fed up. I mean, fed up. Somebody will be taking some action where the government is spending or cutting spending to the American people for the 1%. So, and then we have, oh, this is a Wands. This is the springtime again. This is the Queen of Wands, which is a Leo type of temperament. And we all know that the president, or if you want to call him that, a dictator, whatever, wannabe dictator, thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread, and he is not. He is not. He's faking it. He is guessing. He has no clue as to what he's doing. He's shaking that mane. I'm so good looking. If people are only as good looking as I am. Ugh. You know, I could just puke at that. But a friend of mine once told me that this whole scenario of Trumpism was prophesized many years ago, and I don't know. So I'm gonna say I don't know, but he's faking it. He is calling, I think really, actually, all we have to do is call his bluff. He's not going to do anything. He's not that smart. And who he has as vice president is even less smart. I mean, and people say he is such a good businessman. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think he's faking it, as he always has his entire existence, from his marriages, from his businesses, all the way up to presidency. He's a faker. That's what this one's saying. He's still faking right now. He's faking that he's healthy. He's faking everything. And if you look closer, she doesn't look very comfortable. It's upside down. So, you know, he's a faker. Not even a true Leo. Coming up to fall. There's your betrayal. Oh, the House of Cards will fall. Because people are taking action. They're stepping up in the summer. Instead of spending their money, they're spending their money to go protest and spending their money to get this dictator out of the office. They're spending their money on, you know, not paying for us to be treated badly. So, I mean, it's like, I had an ex one time that he was on my phone bill, and I was paying for him to harass me when we broke up. And I quit that. That's what the American people are going to do. And there is going to be a betrayal in the governmency, as he thinks he's got some loyalists all around him. But I'm telling you, somebody's got some different plans. And I hope and I pray that when things are going the way they are, they're gonna see he's gonna have a betrayal come to him in that White House. People are gonna turn. They're gonna turn when they see all of, even the MAGA people, even the people who are super Trump loyalists, are really going to see. They're gonna feel it. And this will happen in the fall. Betrayal. No change. This is a major arcana. It is reversed. And I see no change. No change right now. No change in the immediate future until people are fed up. I guess, you know, there's going to be some suffering, as there already is. I bought 5 dozen eggs for $38 the other day. My husband eats a lot of eggs. So it was $39 actually, almost $40 for these eggs. 5 dozen. Anyway, there's going to be some suffering. And until people, especially MAGA people, because, you know, normal people think, okay, I can take a little bit of suffering if it's for the greater good of everyone. A little suffering. It's going to take a lot of suffering before MAGA wakes up and changes and does that betrayal. But it will be in the fall sometime. Maybe not this year, but next year. It will be. It's going to take some suffering. It's going to continue the way it is for now, as they're spinning their ideals in that action card. As they're spinning their ideals, it's going to take a little bit of time, guys. And I hate it, because I really feel like we are all suffering so much. And it's hard when you don't have anything to give other than time or a shoulder or an ear, and you don't have the money to support what you need to support when he has all the rich people on his side. And it's going to take all of us, even some of the rich people whom have a conscience or have morals. You know, some of them don't. I know Elon don't. 13 children. Jeez. I'm surprised he's not gone broke, you know, trying to support those 13 children or whatever. Who knows how many he really has. Anyway, I don't see any change. I want to say anytime real soon. There will be betrayal. There will be snippets of stuff going on in and behind the scenes that we may not even hear about. But no real change. And then you have the Emperor. And this is somebody, I believe, who is fair, honest, loyal, has morals, will be the person that we need to switch this stuff up. The last two cards I put, the Death card and this Emperor, are major arcana cards. This is the 4, could be April. The no change could be to August. So the Emperor needs to step up. So it may be August, which is summertime, for people to realize that, hey, we have got to have some change here. And then the Emperor comes up in the spring next year to rule the way the government was meant to be ruled, which is not rule, but fair for the people, for the right to pursue happiness and freedom. Freedom from religion and state. Freedom from inequality. You know, everybody is equal in the eyes of the Lord, as they say. So therefore, we are all equal, and the government needs to work for us. And I do believe there's hope. I do believe there's a ruler or a president that will rule with a fair hand. Everybody pays their fair share. Everybody does their fair share. Everyone. Not just Republicans, not just Democrats, not just rich, not just poor, but everyone does their fair share. And this individual, whomever they may be, I believe that they will do the right thing. Kind of like the president of Ukraine, doing the right thing for his people. He's not selling them out, not for the rich, not for anything. He is fighting, and I believe this one will too, for the United States. And we got the 3 of Pentacles reversed. And you know, this is about creativity, about ideals and you know, flourishing to make money. And even if you don't think it's a good ideal, or you don't have the money per se to give, you do have a voice. You do hopefully have feet or a wheelchair or something that you can roll around and say what you want to say. Your voice matters. Your art matters. Your opinion matters. So, and I don't care if you agree with me or you disagree with me. I don't care. Your opinion does matter. And it's not only put your money where your mouth is do what you can to help everyone. You don't think that you have, oh, I don't have money, so I can't participate. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can participate. And I think you should. And that's in summertime. So start now. Start thinking of ways, if you don't have the money, like I don't have the money. So I start thinking of ways that I can help. You know, I'm a member of Move On. I try to go where the protests are. I try to let people know where I stand. as far as policies go. I believe everybody is entitled to their own body. And I'm going to use that right here, right now. That's my biggest thing. I'm entitled to my body. You're entitled to your body. If you want to destroy your soul's body, you do you. And that's all I can say about that. But it's time to realize that you do matter, that your voice matters, that your time matters. Okay? That's summertime, guys, so, let's go. I see no winter here in the springtime. Right now, I see no winter. I see no acclimates being paid to the people or to the administration. The administration is falling apart as we speak, in my opinion. Now, that's not what this card says. That's just June saying the administration's falling apart. However, I don't see him getting any awards. And in the springtime, he ain't getting no awards. He's not getting no acclimates. He is not doing for the people what they elected him to do. And it's starting to show. Both with his audience, with his party, with everything that he does, it is starting to show. No acclimates for the old prez there. And then the last card I have is the winner card. And if I had a death card, this would be it, for a loss. My first thought about this card is there's no love lost. By the winter time, I mean, everybody, I believe, is going to be so, over it. We're like, oh, you're going to step down? Oh, well, that's great. What? You did what? Well, I don't care. And it's just no love lost. No love lost. When the government, as we know it, comes to its end, and it'll be in the winter. It'll be in the winter. Mark my words, it'll be in the winter when he falls. And it's not going to be an I told you so, or I knew it. It's going to be no love lost. And so that's it for that one, okay? So that's what I got for America in the next little bit. So I'm going to try to reach somebody out there who may need some help or who may want a reading and doesn't have the money or don't know how to ask or whatever. And if they happen up on my channel and watch it this long, hopefully it hits them and they will take heed. And there goes a